This week, I wrote a 500-word story every day. So essentially the main reason I wanted to do this was because hopefully this will help me fall asleep faster. Let's do this. Alright, so I've always been an avid writer. Like, I have never pretty much gone a week without writing something because I have a newsletter. And here's kind of a shameless plug. I have a newsletter, and if you aren't already joined, I send you guys an email every single Monday about productivity and organization tips, so be sure to check that out. But this week, I want to challenge myself to write at least 100 words every single day for this week. So yeah, that is false. I actually said that in the beginning, but instead, and I think I'm going to have to up the goal here and make it 500 words instead, because 100 words is definitely a lot easier, and see if I can implement it into my whole life. So my prediction right now is that I won't be able to actually do this and implement it in my life in the future because I'll get busy, but I want to see if this helps me in any way. I don't know. I'm going to try to generate a random prompt from the internet that I found. So what I also realized is that I have to set aside some time in my day to actually get this stuff done, because if I don't, then I'm probably not going to do it and I'll be lazy. So I'm also thinking like a night, that's my downtime, and that'll help me definitely fall asleep faster because I find myself I have a hard time falling asleep. Without further ado, let's start our first writing prompt. Alright, this right here is the writing prompt generator. Let's click generate. And it says write a 500-word story in the military genre. It's about a fat baker and you should include his whistle. Also use the sentence, who needs friends? Bonus prompt, your character has just met the love of his or her life. It's supposed to be about military people, and a fat baker and a whistle. Oh yeah, and I also did forget to mention, but we need to create a new Google document here, and every single day I'll be creating a new Google document, and I'll have 7 at the end of the week. Alright, so day 1, essentially I just wrote about a guy named Jonathan in the military, and what happened was he is a very antisocial person. I actually wrote 512 words. Definitely this helps me. I'm feeling quite tired, so might as well just go to bed now. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, so last night I did find that I slept a lot better. I did fall asleep in about 20 minutes, which is about half the time that it does take me to fall asleep. And the benefits of this definitely are falling asleep a lot faster, because when you do something that is sort of boring, as you could say, or that rests your mind a little bit and it gets your mind into that zone that you're about to go to sleep, it definitely does help a lot. And right now it is about 9:28 and it is my scheduled time, 30 minutes before I go to bed, to actually write something. So I'm going to be generating another prompt. Generate. Write a 700-word story in a suspense genre. Okay. It's about a daydream and it should include ice cream. Use the sentence, who needs friends? That's the exact same one I had before. And bonus prompt, there is a great storm. If I'm being quite honest, the rest of the days were honestly the exact same pretty much. I wrote the prompt, I finished it, I wrote over 500 words, and here are some of the prompts. Here's one prompt, second, third, fourth, fifth, those were the rest of them. Afterwards, I will show you an example about what I wrote. Otherwise, I really love this challenge. Alright, so I could have easily been just using my computer and watching YouTube videos or editing my video, but instead I'm persevering. It's 9:43 right there. I am going to be doing my writing tonight, and it definitely helped me fall asleep. Like yesterday, I skipped it, if I'm being quite honest, because I want to be as honest as I can with you guys. I don't want to make this fake at all. Got our blank doc here, got our music going, we're all set. Boom, 510 words, that is it for this day. I think my sleep habits have gotten a lot better. It is 9:45 right now, so I've only got about 10 minutes to write. So yeah, I did not finish yesterday's prompt, so I'm right now at 338 words, and it is 7:36 right now. And I'm going to just finish up yesterday's prompt. Yeah, so I went a little bit overkill there, 838 words. Day 5, we're going to be writing about a dog breeder. Day 6, let's put on some tunes, some lo-fi hip-hop beats here. finished and just wrapped up with day 7. Definitely learned a lot. I actually learned to make this over there a little bit warmer so my eyes don't strain as much. I'm going to be reading my day 3 prompt. If you don't want to listen to the whole entire story, then you can skip to this timestamp on screen right now. But without further ado, let's get into it. So this prompt was, write a 350-word story in the fairy tale genre. It should be about a warrior and should include a motorbike. Also use the sentence, I'm sorry. And the bonus prompt is, your character has a world-changing idea. So let's start with the story now. So once upon a time, there was a warrior named Francis from France who was famously known for riding a motorbike. He traveled back into 2015 and was one of the only people who had the courage to do so. Everybody thought it was dangerous and that he took a big risk, but he wanted to show what was possible. So one summer evening, he was brought into a warehouse lab to try and test out time travel. He hopped into the time machine with the motorbike as it was his favorite possession at the time. If he ever needed to escape, he would just ride away on his motorbike and nobody would be able to catch him. He was planning on traveling back to the year 1778 when America and France were signing a peace treaty for an alliance. Together they would be a powerful force, and Francis would act as a witness and documenting more about exactly what happened there. He would have to stay undercover and only in the setting for no longer than 3 days. So according to the plan, Francis was sent back in time to the 1700s and was able to be in the presence of George Washington. It was an incredible experience indeed. He saw everything. Researchers told him to be in exact locations at exact moments, for it would better his understanding and avoid getting seen. Of course, he brought cameras to film it. He saw everything and how it played out. Francis was fascinated by the way of living and how the people interacted with each other. He was tempted to talk to the people, but he knew he couldn't and possibly could change the course of history. For the first night, he slept away and out of sight in a nearby mountain half a mile from everybody else. Lugging the motorcycle wasn't easy either. Sooner or later, he was gonna get caught. He got a good night's rest for the first night, but when morning came around, he woke to many arguments coming in the center of the city. It sounded like people were having a disagreement. This certainly couldn't have been good, and it seems as if the people from the town were just gathered in the center of the city. Thousands of people huddled together with officials and the government people leading it. As he drew closer, he could see George Washington giving a speech and many people with varied looks on their faces. Now he wanted to prove to himself and possibly make himself known for the rest of history too. So his plan was to go and sneak into one of the common people's houses and steal an artifact or vintage item that they had to bring back. It would be the only way to prove himself. So he started to head out. So most of these stories, they're actually on a cliffhanger, so I decided to do that. So I had to write that in about 30 minutes. This was 510 words, but yeah, that was the whole entire story. Okay, so now I'm going to be going over my conclusions and my final thoughts about this whole entire challenge. Definitely, I found that there were 3 main benefits that I want to just discuss. The first one is that I was able to fall asleep faster. The second one was it definitely improves my writing skills. And the third, it improves my quick thinking and creativity. So to go to the first one, the falling asleep faster one. So since sleep is the most important thing to recharge your brain, it is really important that you get sleep. And definitely this helped me because when you do something that isn't as intense, like if you ran a mile right before you went to bed, obviously you're going to be awake more because your body is still energized. But if you do something really calm, like writing a story like this, it's going to be a lot easier to fall asleep. It definitely does relax your brain and allow you to fall asleep faster. That's what I found, and I definitely was able to fall asleep in half the time. So the second thing, improving your writing skills. Obviously, when you practice something like writing, you'll get better at it. Practice makes perfect. Your writing skills improve a lot. Writing a 500-word story every single day, I would definitely recommend it for you guys. And it improves your vocabulary as well. When you write words, you think of words that you might not be able to use. Sometimes in the prompt, it has something that you may need to look up. Like I needed to look up different definitions of words sometimes in the prompts. Third point that I want to talk about is it improves your quick thinking and creativity. So ever since I gave myself about half an hour to do these, it allowed for me to think a lot quicker because 30 minutes before my bedtime, that was my time, and if I didn't meet it, then I didn't meet it. So once you give yourself a specific amount of time that you want to do that thing in, that will definitely allow you to get your mind spinning and your creativity come out. When you're on a time crunch, there's no need to procrastinate there. You can't procrastinate at all. And with the prompts being random, I had to be creative with each story. Each genre was different, each prompt was different. I had to choose the storyline really quick, find a story beginning, middle, and end for each of the stories. So what is my overall conclusion? So I would not write these prompts every single day going forward. I encourage you guys to try to do this challenge at the same time. Writing a 500-word story. Not enough of us are writing because it's quarantine. People are normally on their screens, watching TV, doing stuff like that. So I encourage you to try these challenges. Try and learn things every single week. That's what I've been trying to do. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description down below where you can find the prompt generator as well as my I learned photography in 1 week video and the I learned HTML video in 1 week. If you do enjoy learning new things every single week, then be sure to subscribe to the channel because that's what I'm trying to do at least during the summer, but normally I do videos 2 to 3 times a week on this channel. And if you liked videos about tech tutorial and lifestyle videos, then be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like on this video if you did enjoy. Be sure to turn on bell notifications so you never miss an upload. And that's all I had for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys sticking through the whole entire video. Tried to make this one a little bit shorter, but that's all I had for this video. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.